I always find it so inspiring to get out and visit our schools, libraries and child and family centres and see the great work that's going on to support our learners right across the state. It's been absolutely fantastic to see how people have got on board with our strategic plan. In particular, I've really enjoyed seeing how people are using the values in all of our education settings of aspiration, respect, courage and growth. I've always said that the strategic plan is a bit like a map and we're all on a journey together, and our destination is our commitment to inspire and support all our learners to be courageous, creative, curious and resilient. And as I go around the agency, I can see that work's well underway in making that happen. But most of all, what I've been really pleased to see is people across the whole department working together to inspire our learners. We know that child wellbeing is absolutely fundamental to allowing our children and young people to learn. If a child doesn't feel safe and well, healthy, then they're not going to be able to engage every day in our learning. This year, we've launched our Child and Student Wellbeing Strategy, which sets out our direction to support our learners every day. We know that our student support teams do an absolutely fantastic job out there on the ground, but that we need to do more. And so with our child and family centres and schools working with parents, I think that we can make a real difference. And we mustn't forget the role that our libraries play in providing us really safe and supportive environment for children and their carers to get involved with books and reading. We've also got a principal wellbeing strategy well underway, and the executive has recently commissioned a staff wellbeing strategy to ensure that our staff too are well. The world is a really rapidly changing place, and we have to make sure that our learners have the skills, attributes and capabilities to thrive. And absolutely key to that is ensuring that our children and young people stay in education until at least Year 12. In fact, from 2020, under the new Education Act, that's going to be a compulsory requirement. Through the work of the department, we're looking at real ways to engage our learners through things like STEM, but also vocational learning and school-based apprenticeships. All of these things are going to give our young people different pathways into further employment or education and training. People might also have seen our Anything Can Happen campaign on television, giving people the challenge to stay to Year 12. Interestingly, we've actually had quite a number of queries out of that campaign from adults who want to look at opportunities to re-engage in education. And we've got a great asset in our libraries, and in fact the 2610 program. I don't know whether people are aware of some of the really inspiring stories of teaching adults to read and where it's led in terms of their opportunity and life outcome. But if you're not, I'd challenge you to go and have a look at the library's website to find out more. Well, we know investment in the early years returns a really big dividend in terms of a person's life outcomes. And we also know that we've done some really great work in this space already. In fact, our child and family centres are internationally recognised for the great work they do in parental engagement and lifting learner outcomes. You might be aware that through the Refocusing Teaching and Learning initiative, we're looking at play-based inquiry learning from kinder to grade 2, and we've got people out on the ground every day working with our early childhood specialists to see how we can be doing that. We've also got an $18 million investment in our kindergarten spaces. We want to make them exciting places where children can explore and learn. It's really exciting that once a year, staff and senior leaders from all across the department have an opportunity to come together, not only to celebrate the success of what we've achieved in the year before, but look at what we're going to do into the future. The 18th of October this year are the Together We Inspire Awards as well, where we actually get a chance to celebrate those teams and members of staff who've done an outstanding effort in raising the aspiration and growth of our learners in the previous year. What I'm most inspired by is the willingness of people to embrace our strategic plan, especially the values, and look at different ways that they can work together to improve outcomes for our learners. I think that working together we can just achieve so much for the department, but also for our learners right across the state. Every day as I'm moving around the department, I'm seeing people put learners first, and that's absolutely fantastic.